Welcome to my channel. I'm Corinne and this is my pantry and shopping vegan. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you go ahead and hit that button and let's jump right into the video. So getting started, this is at my local Oriental market. Some of the items I picked up, I have a yuca, some jalapenos. A yuca is basically a really starchy root vegetable. You can use it in place of potatoes, jalapenos, sandwiches, soups, any casseroles or bakes or anything that you make like that. Toss some fresh jalapenos to add a really nice spicy element. And of course some silken tofu you saw there. And so I just pulled up to my local Oriental market with my little list in hand and I'm ready to shop. I found these Mexican guavas there. I'm just picking up a pack of those. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I knew I wanted to purchase them and they were only like $2 and some change. As you can see, I have some potatoes. I found these gnocchi mushrooms as well as some white beecher mushrooms, which look very similar to the hen of the woods mushrooms, if you've ever heard of those or had those. They don't taste the same, but they definitely do look the same. I have some soba noodles, which are just basically noodles made from the buckwheat. I find that they're a better option than the standard ramen noodles, and they only cost like $2 a pack. And it's like $2 for the spring roll wrappers. And I also added in some tree mushrooms. Those you're pretty used to seeing on my channel with the vegan mock meat recipes. And there was some of the bean curd that I used for the turkey list. Here I have some tricolored peppers. I would just chop those up and use them in any stir fries, in anything. And for any extras, pop them in a Ziploc bag into the freezer. And you see here some shiitake mushrooms, tomatoes. This is some dried kelp and some sweet chili sauce. I also have some vegan green onion steam buns that I showed you, as well as this little white package right in the middle up front is some udon noodles. So I like to make a really quick soup with a very basic broth, throw in some fresh veggies, and I'm set. Really delicious. And for the Oriental market, for those items that I picked up at the store, I spent only like $23. The most I spent on one item was about $4, and that was for the king oyster mushrooms. All right. And so moving forward, I have here just a little haul that I have from Publix. And I typically don't shop at Publix, but they were having a sale in their produce department. And so when I went there, I just kind of picked up a good amount of stuff there. So I have here some watermelon, some cantaloupes. Here's a jar of tomato sauce that I found. It's organic, it's vegan. I found three boxes of pasta actually, the orecchiette, the penne, and then there's rigatoni. I have here some bread flour, some yeast, as well as these 2 bags of stir-fry mix. Well, it's 1 bag of stir-fry mix and the other bag is labeled coleslaw. But if you know anything about coleslaw, all it is cabbage. You can use that coleslaw mix and stir-fry it just like you would a normal vegetable stir-fry. Some fresh berries, potatoes, potato soup, French fries, roasted potatoes. You have like several different dishes right here, especially with the pastas alone, along with the fresh vegetables and tomatoes. That's a really quick baked pasta or stovetop, whatever your preference is. And I also have, just with the flour and the yeast, I make my own bread at home. If you do not remember from another video, I stated that in flatbread, ciabatta bread, all of it is literally just like 3 ingredients, which is flour, yeast, and water. And it's so easy. And here is a small Aldi's haul. Some items I picked up from my local Aldi's grocery store. And everything's fairly self-explanatory. I use these mushrooms also in my mock meat recipes. I have some fresh mango and kiwi, some bananas, some lemons and oranges. And so as you can see, for the most part, most of my budget goes to fresh produce. If it's not fresh produce, it's frozen, like these frozen berries here, which are really easy, really quick to use in smoothies. And this is my only cheat. This is my only cheat that I get. I can make them homemade because they're super easy, but I don't want to because it's just so easy to pick up this package. But I actually have a recipe coming out that's similar to a hash brown, so you'll see how you can make them so easy at home. But in any case, this is just, so most of my budget goes towards fresh produce that I use for breakfast, that I use for smoothies, that I use for if I'm needing a late night snack, I'll have a piece of fruit. I have some olives because I absolutely love black olives. I can just sit and eat a can and then I'm just a happy camper. And that's pretty much it for this. For the Aldi's haul, when I go to Aldi's or on this specific trip, I was really breakfast. You see some almond milk in the back. I'll be using that with my banana smoothie that you see. I have the organic bananas. And Aldi's does have some really good organic produce. So I would encourage you, you don't only have to shop at Whole Foods or think that you have to shop at Whole Foods to get good quality organic products. Even if you're not buying organic, regular bananas are just fine for me whenever I can't get a hold of the organic ones. And for the Aldi's haul that I used for my vegan Thanksgiving playlist, I spent about $40 and it was really easy stuff. And moving forward to my pantry, I have here some vegetable bouillon. And if you can't get a hold of the beefless or the chickenless, always grab the vegetable bouillon and you can kind of jazz it up to make it taste whatever way you want. I have some sun-dried tomatoes, which are really great in pasta salads, sandwiches. This is a mushroom flavored soy sauce. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. You only need a few drops, and anything that you're wanting to put more of an umami flavor inside of, and it hits it right on point. And so this is me at the Aldi's grocery store picking up just a few or some produce items, and this is what I spent the $40 on. So all of the items you see go in the cart. This is what I spent the $39 on. So I have the bananas and some kiwi, pineapple, tomatoes, scallions, mushrooms, celery, more mushrooms. I'm a mushroom fanatic. I have some mixed peppers here, some green peppers, as well as that is cauliflower. If you know about my vegan white sauce that I like to make and have on hand, I keep cauliflower and roasted garlic, keep a nice puree, and I use that for my white sauces. And here I am at Trader Joe's, and I don't typically shop at Trader Joe's like when I think going grocery shopping, just because I have my local Oriental market that I love. I love that place. But Trader Joe's I do go to for two very specific items, and you'll see here in just a moment. And that is this amazing praline pecan granola, or pecan praline granola. It is so good. Oh my goodness. You can have it like as a cereal, put it on top of your smoothie bowls. Take it along as a snack, have it with fresh fruit, have it with some vegan yogurt, and this is a soy chorizo. I don't eat the soy chorizo, but it's very delicious. I made one video with it, but I do purchase it for someone else. Okay, in any case, so I have some more bananas, of course, and I'm leaving the shop. Okay, and so for the Trader Joe's, just those few items, I think I spent about $10, maybe $12. Oh no, this was only $6 for the Trader Joe's. And that was it. And so here we are at Whole Foods. If you're transitioning into veganism, it's easy to think you have to go to Whole Foods for everything. No, you go to Whole Foods for your specialty items. If you are not gluten-free, you go ahead and spend that $7 on the Vital Wheat gluten, and the corn flour is something extra that I'm getting. But that's $10.78, and I'll talk more about that in just one moment. And so here I am at Walmart. This is a different occasion of shopping. This isn't directly after the Publix where I purchased the bread flour and had the yeast. I'm getting additional bread flour and yeast, and as you can see, it's about $3, just under $4 to get a bag of flour and yeast, and you'll probably get 5 to 6 times more than what you would purchase than what you would get purchasing a loaf of bread or some ciabatta or some focaccia or anything like that. You're getting 5 to 6 times more just by making it at home yourself. And for the Dollar Tree, you guys have seen my vegan Dollar Tree haul. I just want to go over it really quickly. If you're on an extreme budget, and even if you're not on an extreme budget, it's a really great place to go just for a couple of items. And on this occasion, I went to the Dollar Tree, the receipt that you just seen. I went to the Dollar Tree to purchase white beans, the dried white beans, rice, as well as some frozen green peas. And that is what I used inside of my my Thanksgiving playlist. And you'll see that the green peas I used inside of the paella, and the white beans I used inside of the vegan pork tenderloin. All right, and so this is, if you recall, it's $20 as a vegan at the Dollar Tree, and so you can go check that out. And so these are just a few items inside my pantry. I just thought I'd show you garbanzo beans, some short grain brown rice. I had some matcha green tea that I just showed you. I used that for like some bars. Here's some flaxseed. I put this inside of my smoothies or in my smoothie bowls. Gotta have the oatmeal. You can use the oatmeal just as it is. You remember the soba noodles. The dried kelp. And the oatmeal is so versatile. You can use it inside of your gluten-free mock meats, as well as for your breakfast items, a muesli or a hot oatmeal bowl. And this is tahini, which is just ground sesame seeds. I'll be using that for recipes, so stay tuned for that. And getting the oatmeal is just so important to me. I'm gonna post a blog I'm gonna post an additional video to this, just of me talking more in depth about some of the products, and you can check that out. I'll have that up on my blog site. Here is some agave syrup, which is great in place of any type of regular sugar. Here's some sesame seed oil, some roasted sesame seed oil, and I use this for stir fries, any noodle soups that I'm making, Asian noodle soups that I make really quickly. Here's nutritional yeast. I don't use it much in any video actually, but it is good to have on hand in case you need it or want to use it. It's something that I'm trying to get into using, but it's a slow progression. But in any case, so I have here some long pause. Balsamic vinegar, and this is, you can use this for a vinaigrette, as well as marinating any vegetables before you grill them or cook them, or in any pasta salad. Here I have, it's labeled maple syrup, but this is actually molasses. I store it in this bottle so it's easy to pour, but you want to keep this on hand for your vegan mock meats, because that additional flavor is a little bit sweet and has this rustic flavor to it. It really helps. And here's some rice wine or rice vinegar that I use for my sushi rice, or that short grain brown rice I showed you in the beginning. Here's some sriracha. Take some vegan mayo, put it with some sriracha, and have some spicy mayo you can use on anything, on your vegetable spring rolls made with those rice papers. There's the browning seasoning that you've seen me use on my channel before. Here is some whole grain Dijon mustard, and this is regular Dijon mustard, and I use both of those inside of or as a glaze for my pork tenderloin, my vegan pork tenderloin. And here's some dates that were on sale at Trader Joe's. I just picked them up for a date smoothie with bananas, something simple. But in any case, that's my pantry. That is how I shop vegan. I hope it helps. Make sure you check the description box. I'll have a link to an additional video just of me talking about recipe ideas and the way that I cook at home for myself when I'm not making recipes for you guys, and just a more practical approach to going vegan or being vegan that's not intimidating. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time with another recipe, or with a recipe. Have a good one. Before you leave, make sure you go over and check out my Instagram account, and go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I would love to see your food pictures, so make sure you tag me in any of your vegan food pictures, and check out some of my other videos. I have a couple linked in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it, and I will see you next time.